It is late. I'm tired. I was gonna record 2 videos today. I'm gonna just record the one. The Love Never Dies analysis that I promised, it's gonna be delayed. I don't have time to work on it. There's a lot of songs, and I really want to be in depth in the analysis. So, yeah, sorry about that. Also, the other thing I wanted to do was a comparison between coming-of-age movies Stand By Me and Now and Then. Also gonna have to be put on hold for a bit. Again, sorry. Just time is gone. And so, yeah. I don't know if I'll put it up before this or after this one, but I'm gonna review Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I went to see it, and I'm gonna review that. I'll record it tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about that, a connection to it, how much, like, why I liked it, and things like that. But that's not this video. This video is gonna be a very out there sort of video. I want to talk about some of my favorite songs and artists and albums and things. So we'll start, I guess, with like Matchbox 20, because they've got an album coming out at the end of the month, or after this video. I don't know, whenever this video comes out. Yeah, it's like end of May, 27th or 25th or something. And this video is all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm tired. But I like Matchbox 20. Good band. Great band. Frontman Rob Thomas wrote some good albums. My dad introduced me to Matchbox 20. Favorite song is Unwell from the album More Than You Think You Are. Second favorite song, Sleeping at the Wheel from the North album. Both very good songs, reflective, sort of nice. I like them. I like the tune of them and things like that. Another band I like is Coldplay, who are going on tour. They are coming to Australia. They're coming to Perth. I live in Victoria. This isn't gonna work. And it upsets me to no end. I want to see Coldplay, but I can't. So we just have to live with that. Favorite songs, Viva La Vida from the album Viva La Vida or Death and All His Friends. Coloratura from the newest album Music of the Spheres. I love that song. Really good. Very, like, contemplative of the world and the universe, and just, I like it. I also like Yellow from the album Parachutes. Orphans from Everyday Life album. There's a song I like from every album. We'll just go with that. Good artists, good band. I like them. I like the music. The music is nice. I actually wrote a fanfiction series combining the show on YouTube In Space with Markiplier with the songs from the Music of the Spheres album. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Another band I like is My Chemical Romance. If you couldn't tell by my excitement from the mug I got for Christmas. Though that band I found 2020, I believe. Very good to listen to during COVID, and I listened to it for like almost a year straight. So that was great. You could tell I went through some stuff then. Favorite songs would be Early Sunsets Over Monroeville, Welcome to the Black Parade, obviously. Actually, it's more like the first 5 songs off of the Black Parade album I like. Those are my favorites from that album. Helena and Ghost of You from 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. I like Summertime, I like Sing, and I like Na 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 from Danger Days. From the Conventional Weapons set of singles that came out, I really like The World is Ugly and The Light Behind Your Eyes, as well as Surrender the Night. Just that sort of song is really good. And I was kind of okay with the fact that, like, you know, they're not gonna be back. They're just doing return tours because they're touring for some reason or other. I was okay with that. Like, they'll never release new music. It'll be fine. And then they went and released The Foundations of Decay. And it was like, oh my goodness, this is incredible. And my cousin who lives in Singapore, when I went to visit, we were talking about that song and just My Chemical Romance in general. It was amazing to have someone to talk to that also liked that band. It was really nice. Now we can move on to, like, I'm going with mainstream bands and artists, by the way. I'm not going with, like, bands that are no longer making new music. Yeah, we'll go into solo artists. Rob Thomas, frontman of Matchbox 20, also writes his own songs. I like his song Cradle Song. It's Only Love from Chip Toot Smile. That's a good song. Good album too. The song he wrote for Meet the Robinsons, Little Wonders, that's also a very good, very, very good song. I enjoy... Suddenly I'm drawing a blank on all these people. I just want to talk about artists and music that isn't musicals, is the main reason why I'm doing this video. I like Taylor Swift. I guess we can start on the Taylor Swift rabbit hole. So my sister and I discovered Taylor Swift when I was about 10. We had just moved here. We had only really been listening to the music my parents had listened to. Maybe we'd heard, like, Bad Romance by Lady Gaga once, because it was on Rage, and that was on while they were getting dressed for church. So we listened to that. So we weren't too into, like, the mainstream music and things. But then we heard Taylor Swift. And at that point, the only thing we used YouTube for was music and watching annoying orange videos. So we found Taylor Swift, and suddenly there was a whole bunch of music to listen to, and it was amazing. So we became proper fans of Taylor Swift probably around the time the Red album came out. Our first album that we got was the Fearless Platinum Edition. We listened to it for the first time with my uncle and auntie when we went to stay with them for about, I think it was the weekend. That was nice. We got my auntie into Taylor Swift. That was really cool. Very nice memory. But yeah, then we got the Red album, and it was really great to just listen to new Taylor Swift music and stuff. The first Taylor Swift song I fell in love with was Teardrops on My Guitar. I really do love that song. It's just, I didn't relate to it at all. I just really liked the tune. I liked the music video with that green dress. Yeah, so. And then in the Fearless album, I liked the song Change. Change is really good. Then we found Red, and Red came out. We got Red. I loved 22 and The Lucky One. It's really good. We got the standard edition of Red, the CD. And then we started slowly collecting her albums as she released them, which was really nice. The last one we managed to get was the Speak Now album, standard one. In this timeline of getting albums, the last one we'd gotten before COVID hit was Speak Now. I got it for my sister for her birthday. And there was, like, the standard edition, or the deluxe edition, which had her in a red dress, and the standard edition had her in a purple dress. And it wasn't just because of the price, but also my sister's favorite color is purple, so I got her the standard edition, and she was very happy. Suddenly we had more Taylor Swift songs to listen to. From Speak Now, I like the song Last Kiss. That one really resonated with me after my first breakup. The Lover album, I really like Cornelia Street and The Archer. from 1989, my favorite would be Blank Space. I do like New Romantics, but it was on the deluxe edition, which we didn't have. And by the time I decided I would go out and get the deluxe edition, we found out Taylor Swift was going to re-record all her albums, so I thought, I'll just wait. The waiting has not paid off yet. We became aware of Folklore and Evermore, and so we bought those off of her store because it was COVID. We weren't going out into the shops. We listened to the songs when Taylor Swift posted them on YouTube, so we got to hear them firsthand, and it was amazing. My favorite songs were how Taylor describes them as the teenage love triangle. I like those ones were nice. So Cardigan, August, and Betty. August obviously would be a favorite because my birthday is in August. I also liked The Lakes, the bonus track from the deluxe edition. The Lakes was really good. Then Evermore came out, and I found a whole new bunch of songs to like. Long Story Short and Tolerate It are two that I like, and then the deluxe edition, which had like Right Where You Left Me, which is really good, and I drew a picture and I've not posted it because I don't feel confident to post it and be torn apart by 15-year-old Swifties. Is that bad? Probably. However, in the wise words of Gerard Way, teenagers scare the living blank out of me. I do not like teenagers anymore now that I am an adult. Teenagers terrify me. And the teenage Swifties on Twitter are terrifying. Like, really, really terrifying. They call Taylor Swift their mum, and it's just, they're insane. Yeah, so then the re-recordings happened, so we got the re-recordings. Took us a while to get Fearless Taylor's version just because like it was $32 at the shop that we buy CDs at, and it's like we didn't have that sort of money until eventually we decided we'll just get it. So we had Red Taylor's version first. I got to hear 22 again, and it was so good. But then I found some new songs I liked, like Ronan and I Bet You Think About Me and Nothing New. As I grow older, I find new Taylor Swift songs to resonate with, and Nothing New was one of them. Eventually we got Fearless Taylor's version, and that was good. Then we got to listen to that. Still love Change. It was cool because the new songs, like the vault tracks, were the only songs that we hadn't listened to because we had the Platinum Edition, which had like the 6 extra songs. Coming with the Rain was also a good one that I liked. I like Mr. Perfectly Fine. That one's pretty good. Very angry song, which is how I described the entirety of the Reputation album. Angry. And then she announced Midnights, and my sister and I like, yes, Midnights. So we pre-ordered it, and I think the day of, or a couple days before the album was released, Taylor Swift announced she was releasing the 3 a.m. edition, which was going to have like 7 new tracks. And my sister and I were so upset because like, we just gone and pre-ordered this standard edition. We're not going to be able to get the 3 a.m. edition. We were very upset. It took a while before I actually discovered the lyrics people were posting on Pinterest about these songs are actually from the 3 a.m. version. And then I found some new songs that I liked, such as The Great War, which is a good song. I love that song. It's so good. I wrote a fanfiction thing based on it. I write a lot of fanfictions based on songs. It's a kind of like my thing. I like doing that. It's fun. But yeah, I wrote a fanfiction based on the Great War, and that was very good, very well received. But I also just really like the song. It's like this song, like if you look really deeply into it, it's very cool because it uses the World War I metaphor. the Great War was the name they gave to World War One because they didn't know there was going to be another war. And then World War Two came around. I believe they called that one the War to End All Wars, but there are still wars going on. So, but yeah, World War One, and so there was like some really good metaphors, and the entire analogy of having it be World War One be the big event. It was really nice. It actually influenced me to go out and buy some World War One novels so I could write things set in World War One, because I don't have any. I've got a lot of World War Two, which is weird considering World War Two kind of traumatized me. But I've got lots of World War Two and not a lot of World War One. So here we are. We've bought some World War One novels and we'll read them eventually. Another one I like from the 3am edition is Would've, Could've, Should've. Which is really good, and then when you read into it you realize it's like a song about John Mayer, so it's a song from the Speak Now era, and it hits even harder. Just all these regretful lines and things, and then this whole if this had happened then this would have happened instead, and just all these regrets and thoughts about what would have happened if I did this instead. And then you get to the bridge part, and the bridge is, oh my goodness, the bridge is amazing. Talking about if clarity's in death, then why won't this die, which means she's still not seeing any clarity in this past event that happened. Years of tearing down our banners, you and I, there's always been some spats between Taylor Swift and John Mayer and things, and then living for the thrill of hitting you where it hurts. It's just it's nice. It makes her happy to offend, sort of, is a way you could think about it. And then the line that really cuts deep, and you can hear the raw anger in her voice, is the "Give me back my childhood, it was my girlhood, it was mine first." And it's just oh my goodness, because it was 19 when she was dating John Mayer. She barely had any adulthood, and also it could be a jab at the media and things. She became so famous so early, she was a teenager and things, so it was such a big jump to go from child girl, a child who played music because it was a hobby, to superstar singer hounded by the press all the time because of her relationships, so yeah, it's just, oh my, that line, just, I love that line. Can I say that? I love that line. So definitely Would've, Could've, Should've is definitely a song that I really like from that album. And we just found out now that Speak Now, Taylor's version, is coming out, so that's even better. My sister is so excited. I was getting out of bed and I saw the tweet come up for it, and I was so excited. I called her name. She came running in thinking something was wrong. I just showed her the picture of the album cover, and she got so excited, and it's so nice to see her happy. So that was nice. So now we're waiting eagerly for Speak Now, Taylor's version, because that's gonna be so fun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the top artists that I listen to that aren't musicals. Because there are other people I listen to, but they just do musical covers, Amy Manford, who played Christine in The Phantom of the Opera Australia. There's Anna O'Byrne, who played Christine in Love Never Dies. There's Katherine Jenkins, who also kind of does your classicals sort of thing. David Campbell, the only album I've got of his is On Broadway, which is just Broadway covers. Anthony Warlow, because he was really good in Jekyll and Hyde, so I got another album of his, which is called Center Stage, and it's also just musicals, because that's the thing. That's basically it in terms of music I listen to other than musical soundtracks. Right now I'm just listening to Taylor Swift a lot. I should probably stop doing that. I should find someone else to listen to. Maybe I'll do a Katherine Jenkins marathon or something that isn't Taylor Swift, because I've listened to her so much. I don't need to listen to her anymore until Speak Now comes out. Yes, let's do that. Next video I'll record, which I'll record tomorrow. I don't know when it'll come up. Probably after this one if I edit this now, but I might not edit this now because I'm tired. When the next video that I record is the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 review. I really liked that movie. I cried. It's okay, I cry in a lot of movies. But yeah, I cried, and so that was great. But yeah, I will record that one next whenever I get down to recording it. And yeah, at the time of filming this, the April sewing video hasn't come up, so I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you enjoyed this video. There'll be a little update on the uploading schedule for June in the next video, in the Guardians of the Galaxy review, because I am tired and this video has gone on for 20 minutes. So yeah, yeah, there'll be a note about the upload schedule for June in the next video. And yeah, I will hopefully see you next week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your top 5 artists that you listen to, and your favorite songs from them. I would love to know. I would love some new music to listen to, because like I do listen to other albums and things, but only like a specific album. Like I only listen to the Origins album by Imagine Dragons and things. So I would like to hear some other music, maybe, that I might like. Yeah, so leave them in the comments below. Leave this video a like if you liked it, and I'll see you next week. Bye.